If I got $1 for every time I thought being detached meant being cold, being distant, being toxic, nonchalant, I probably would have been a billionaire by now. And if you've always thought that being detached meant all of these that I just mentioned, then that is probably why you need to watch this episode to the end. First of all, let me say this. Most people are not attached to the people that they think they're attached to. You are not really attached to that person. You are attached to how they make you feel, who you thought they were, and who you fantasize about, or who you thought you would become with them. So it's not really about them. And that's something I realized, that is why when you take that fantasy, right, when you love somebody, you have this image of them in your head. When you take that out, they begin to look ordinary, they begin to look regular, and you even at some point you start asking yourself, like, how was I like head over heels for this person? Because you were attached, and attachment makes you think. Attachment builds this perfect image of them in your head, and that's why when you still have that image of them in your head, you are going to struggle to let them go. You are going to struggle. Say someone is draining you, emotionally manipulative, and then breadcrumbing you, let me use that as well, and they ghost you, they come back. Sometimes they come back and they ghost you again, and they come back because you are longing for some sort of stability, and you are longing for you're wishing that they would be the person they were when they first met you. Because of that image in your head that you are not willing to let go of, you are going to struggle to detach. You are fantasizing about the beginning where we all used to feel that rush, the energy is high, and you are still stuck there. You need to start seeing things for what they are. You are human, and humans, we are naturally meant to bond with each other. We're naturally meant to build attachment. So you are not weird, you are not wired, you are not awkward for attaching easily. You're not awkward for attaching deeply. A lot of people tend to bond deeper than others. It's how we are able to communicate, it's how we are able to build a community. Okay, so now, in order to detach, which is something I learned after heartbreaks upon misunderstandings and arguments and fights and self-awareness and growth, I realized that detachment is not about being avoidant or cold or distant. Detachment is about being in a neutral state. You are being in a neutral state where the presence or absence of something or somebody does not affect you. It doesn't change your self-perception, it doesn't change how you see yourself, it doesn't change your brain chemistry. It doesn't. You are fine with or without that thing. And then when you focus on being neutral with life, with people, the level of attachment is not as deep, is not as intense. You become neutral. That way you don't get offended by a lot of things. You don't feel hurt by actions of people or whatever it is that's happening, because you're neutral. You're like, if it comes, fine, if it goes, fine. You are. So that is not being avoidant, that's not being distant. You are just neutral. Like, okay, if this thing comes to me, that means it's for me, and if it goes, that means it's not for me. So when you understand this, detachment and letting go of things would be easier. You need to understand that certain things, people, friendships, relationships are seasonal. It's because a lot of people don't understand this. That's why detachment can be so difficult. Like, a lot of relationships are seasonal. When you understand that, you're able to let go easily and not be so attached that when that person leaves your life, you are stuck and you just don't know where to begin. People Majority of the people you will meet in your life are seasonal. Okay, you would not meet, and even the permanent ones, over time they change. You would not meet the same person you met from the beginning. So you need to understand that people change, and friendships, relationships are seasonal. That would help you to handle detachment or letting go easily, because you understand that okay, maybe it's time for this to end. Maybe this has served its purpose in my life. Maybe it's time for this to go, and maybe it's time for better things or newer things to come into my life. So when you understand this, you stop trying to force things to stay. You stop trying to hold on to things even when they are no longer serving you. When you understand this, life becomes better. When you have this emotional dependency, that's why in my episode, the self-reflection episode, I talked about this. Tying your self-worth to anything is very, very dangerous. You have to build a solid self-perception. Like, you have to be solid in the way you see yourself, right? When you get into a relationship and then somebody says, oh, you're beautiful, or you're the best thing that ever happens to me, it feels nice, it feels good, yes, but don't let that shape your sense of self-worth. Don't let it shape how you see yourself. You should be able to build a relationship with yourself so solid that you do not really emotionally depend on the validation or the compliments of your loved ones to feel beautiful, or to feel your best, or to feel like yes, you are the standard. Okay, so when you have this emotional dependence, you are going to struggle to detach. It's going to be hard to detach when it's no longer coming. What happens if they think you are no longer that? What happens if they think you're no longer beautiful? You're going to start looking at a different person in the mirror. So as much as it feels nice, you need to learn to remove that emotional dependence. You have to learn to put that on yourself. Like, it's what I think of myself that really matters, right? And if I think I'm the best thing on earth, that is what I am. Okay, so that is going to help you. You don't depend on validation, you don't depend on compliments, you don't depend on what people have to say about you in order to feel your best. So you are just, it's not dependent on external factors. You are validated by yourself. And this is where I have to bring in my book, Fix You First, where I spoke about this. Like, you have to become your own validation and not that of other people. That's how that way you're not able to emotionally depend on people for compliments, or for them to tell you are the best, or for them to tell you are good or you're bad or whatever. When I was in school, I struggled with this a lot, like uncertainty. Yeah, where you are with somebody and you feel like they are the best thing that has ever happened to you, and you can't get something better than. Trust me. Listen, trust me. You would always get better. You will always get better. Like, don't ever listen to that voice telling you that this is the best you can ever get. No, don't ever listen to that voice. First of all, they are not God. Secondly, they are not you. Thirdly, they don't even know. When you leave them, when you cut off access, when you take them out of your life, they have no business. They don't need to know whatever is going on with your life. So there is no way anybody will tell you that they are the best you can ever get. That uncertainty, I don't know where it comes from, but it's your brain lying to you. And it also has to do with your self-perception. If you really believe that you are not good enough to have someone or something that is good enough to have better, then you may actually never get better. You may actually not get better. That might be the best you can get. But when you believe that you would actually get better, and you yourself, you're going to work towards becoming a better person, honey, there is nothing that is going to stop that person from coming into your life. There is nothing that is going to stop that outcome, that result from coming into your life. This is life, literally. There is no person that drains you, that manipulates you, that is the best you can ever get. I'm telling you, nobody who manipulates you, who drains you emotionally, is the best you can ever get. There are 1,000,000,001 people on earth, so how can that be the best you can get? How is that the best you can ever get, when there are people that don't even need to lift a finger and they have the best people in their lives? So why would you think that you cannot get better? So you need to get rid of that uncertainty, because it's just your brain lying to you, and you need to be positive, right? You need to be positive, improve yourself, work towards improving yourself. You are going to find it very easy to walk away from everything that doesn't feel right to you and for your life. You're going to be able to just take them out of your life and focus on improving yourself. Detachment is so vital, is so important, because it brings this level of emotional stability where you are not really on any emotional roller coaster, and somehow you tend to build this emotional intelligence and maturity. You are not losing your mind over silly things or silly people. You are literally solid. Like you are so confident in yourself, and you know that, okay, certain things are not worth my energy, certain things are not worth my time. You no longer feel the need to be going back and forth with anybody. You no longer feel the need to start letting flimsy things or little things get to you. Detachment is not a bad thing. It's really gonna help you, especially if you're somebody that attach easily, and if you're somebody that keep experiencing disappointments, and people keep taking advantage of you. I was once like that, but then this state of neutrality, it helped me to just keep things in check, and I was able to help myself. These are the ways I was able to really build like the strength and the resilience, and be able to just let go easily, because one, I'm neutral. Two, I understand that the presence or the absence of anything doesn't change who I am, and I don't have this fear of uncertainty, or what if I don't get better. Even if you don't get better, you build a relationship with yourself to the point that nothing threatens your worth. Like nothing threatens your self-perception, nothing threatens how you see yourself, nothing threatens the way you see yourself. Build a relationship with yourself in a way that you are happy, you enjoy your own company, you tell yourself the truth, you are aware of whatever it is that is going on around you and inside you. So I don't think I cannot get better, because the universe has to bring it to me. God has to bring it to me. I can bring that to myself. So why would I not get better? So yes, this is the mindset I want you to work with from now on, and I assure you that you are really going to see the difference. I hope you found this episode helpful. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.